Majority of people want this beach to be used for seal watching rather than for swimming. And it's such a small beach that it's really not large enough to accommodate both people going onto the beach and into the water and having seals resting on the beach. So you have to pick one use or the other. The state legislature said the city can pick whichever use it wants when it added Marine Mammal Park to the list of permissible uses for this land. The city council said during pupping season we want to totally protect the seals, close the beach. During the rest of the year, let's just have a guideline rope. So if there are no seals on the beach during the hot summer days, then people can go in the water. They can basically use the beach as long as they're not disturbing a seal. And the guideline rope is there to give people a safe recommended distance. But during the pupping season, it should be closed because the seals are on the beach a lot more. People don't need to use the beach as much, and it's a much more sensitive time for the seals, and it's much more important not to disturb them.
Ultimately, what would you like to see happen here?
We would just like to see the council's plan that they voted on 2 years ago implemented. Close the beach during pupping season and keep the guideline rope up year-round. We think that's a fair compromise. Ideally, what our organizations would really like to see, and what I think the majority of people want, for this just to be a protected seal reserve and have it just be for seal watching, not have people going onto the beach and disturbing the seals. But the council vote a couple years ago was basically a compromise. They said the seals get it exclusively during the pupping season, and then during the summer months there's just a guideline rope up. But the city's not even enforcing that because of Sherry Leitner and because of the mayor's inaction on the issue.
Do you think shared use is working, or can it work?
Shared use is not working in its current form. It may be able to work under the plan that the council voted for, which is to share it in the sense that during pupping season, the seals get it exclusively. During the summer months, then people can swim as long as they're not disturbing the seals. But in its current form, the seals are being harassed off the beach even during their pupping season, and the rope has not been up for the rest of the year. So in the summer months, it's just been a free-for-all. People come here and don't even know that it's a seal rookery. The 100,000 tourists who come here just go onto the beach, and unless there's somebody here like the Seal Watch education table letting folks know this is a seal rookery, if you stand back and keep a safe distance, the seals will haul up. Without that educational component, then people just overrun the beach. Even though the majority of people want the seals and don't want to disturb them, there just needs to be education. That's what the rope is for. But during the pupping season, it should just be closed to swimming. It's such a sensitive time.
One last thing, how long is this going to go on? Will you all ever give up?
Well, we're getting closer. We keep moving the ball forward. So, a few years ago, the issue was, is the beach going to be dredged, and are the seals going to be dispersed? I should point out that Sherry Leitner was one of only 3 elected officials in the state who voted in favor of upholding a state court decision which said the city has to dredge the beach and it has to spend millions of dollars dredging the beach and dispersing the seals. The city council voted 7-1 to call on the state legislature to amend the 1931 Tidelands Grant so the seals could stay. Sherry Leitner voted against that resolution, and then when it went to the state legislature, it passed almost unanimously. There are 3 East County Republicans who voted against it, and they were the only ones. So Sherry Leitner and 3 East County Republicans are the only ones who voted to dredge this beach and disperse the seals. But we've moved on from that issue. The seals are not going to be dispersed, the beach is not going to be dredged, and we have the pupping season rope, which we actually had to file a couple of lawsuits in 2007 and again in 2008 just to get this pupping season rope up in federal court. And now the pupping season rope is standard. That's the status quo. And now it's just a matter of hoping that the city council's last resolution, which is beach closure during pupping season and a year-round rope, could be implemented. That the city could ever get its act together and actually do what the council wanted and what the council already voted for.